Hey peeps, Stills Victoria here. So this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and I am a domestic violence driver. I was in an abusive relationship for a year. Majority of you know my story, and it is not something to be taken lightly because there's so many people who are still suffering in silence. There's so many people who are going through domestic violence at this moment. And domestic violence doesn't necessarily mean physical. It could be emotional, it could be mental, it could even be spiritual as well as financial. And it's not something that's easy for people to talk about. I choose to talk about it because I don't have any fear and I could give two fucks about whoever feels any kind of way. I don't. Because I feel like my voice needs to be heard and my voice matters. And my voice is for those who can't articulate how they're feeling, who can't say because they're in the middle of it or they got out of it and they're still processing their emotions and their feelings. I want to be that voice for those who are still having a hard time trying to wrap their minds around the fact that they allowed themselves to be in that predicament of being abused or blaming themselves when it's not your fault. Abuse is never anybody's fault, and the person who is doing it to you is wrong on all levels. I don't care if they say that they love you and they're still abusing you, that's not love. So it's being able to forgive yourself. I had to learn how to forgive myself. I had to learn to give myself grace and compassion. And now I'm in a season and journey in my life that if a person doesn't align with who I am and how I love and has my core values and my love language, I want no parts of nothing at all. It's not fun when you're going through these emotions after you come out of a situation. It's not fun when you got to deal with yourself and go through PTSD moments and flashbacks and all the things that you go through. It's not fun when you're having these thoughts in your mind and the imposter syndrome is hitting you. It's not fun when you're having physical symptoms from abuse. It's not fun at all. So for the month of October, I'm offering a special for those who want to continue on the healing journey or for those who've been through therapy, but they want a little bit more from someone who understands, someone who's been there. Especially if you experience narcissistic abuse, like I've experienced narcissistic abuse. And give yourself some grace and compassion around this time and every time, not only for Domestic Violence Awareness Month or October, but all the time. Give yourself grace and compassion. I'm very grateful to universe, God, whomever it is, higher power, that I am powerfully strong mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Like my spirit refuses to be broken. Even though my heart and my mind felt broken when I was going through it, and even when I got out of it, my spirit is strong as a motherfucker, and I stand on that. And so that's why I wanted to offer 30 minute to 60-minute soulful healing sessions for those who are still experiencing those emotions and feelings of not feeling good enough, or you don't know what to do with yourself. Sometimes you don't know how to process, you don't know how to strategize what you want to do or even know who you are. It's building who you are all over again. And for me, I had to allow my heart to break. I had to break my own heart in order for me to mend it again. There was a speaker that I was listening to on TikTok, and she said something about that person didn't break your heart, you broke your own heart. And I have to agree with it because we give permission to other people to take our power. We give permission to other people to break us. We give permission. We have to give consent. And so it's taking that consent back, is reclaiming your power, reclaiming everything of who you are, reclaiming your energy, reclaiming all those things that you've given to another human being based on the fact that you wanted to be loved and you felt like that person was going to love you because they stated that they loved you and they didn't. So it's okay to go through your process. It's okay to forgive yourself, and it can take a short amount of time. It could take a long amount of time. It is your process, and don't allow anyone to make you feel like you got to speed up your process, because you don't. You can do however you see fit for yourself when it comes to your healing journey. Your healing journey is yours and no one else's. So no one can tell you how to feel. No one can tell you how to think. No one can tell you how to react. If it doesn't feel good to you, I've learned now that if a person does not align with my nervous system, and now my nervous system is all types of fucked up and chaotic around somebody, guess what? I don't want that person in my space. and I reclaim access and power which I've given to that person because it's not worth it. If I feel calm around a person, then I know this is a person that I want to be around. Because at the end of the day, it's about how you feel and what you want. And that's when you start to reclaim your power and reclaim your identity, your authentic identity, which you've given to another person. So it's, at first, is acknowledging and accepting, I gave permission to this person to take my power. The abuse is not your fault. Your responsibility now is to make sure that you own who you are in every which way possible and take an accountability and responsibility for your role that you played. And that was the hardest thing for me to do. The other part about that is work on forgiveness every single day and shifting the mindset every day, because this shit here will either make you or break you. One out the two. So it's pivoting every day, because I still have moments where I have flashbacks about what happened to me, because I'm not perfect. I mean, I'm superhuman, but I'm not perfect. And so I have to pivot my mindset every single day. You're not in that situation no more. You are safe. You gave yourself the gift of freedom. You rose up from the ashes. You're doing all the things. You're doing all the things, and you have to put stuff in practice on a daily basis to help yourself. In gratitude every morning, I feel grateful that I woke up this morning. I feel grateful that I'm able to have a sound mind and sound heart. I feel grateful that I'm able to do the work that I do. I feel grateful that I can function during the course of the day and not dissociate, and paying attention to when I do dissociate, paying attention to how my body feels during the course of the day. That's a gift that I've given myself, and that's the gift that I want to help you activate within you, where you know better and you do better the next time around. And also giving myself the gift to be open to loving another person. Not everyone is a narcissist, not everybody's abusive, not everybody wants to hurt you. And trusting yourself to know that the love that you're seeking, you will find it, and it is there for you. The person that you're seeking, you will find it. He or she or they or whatever is going to be there for you. Doesn't have to be anything bad when it comes to meeting other people. Give yourself the opportunity to meet other people when you're ready. When you're ready, right? And don't have people all up in your ear saying, oh, but girl, boy, they, whatever, you need to do this. No, fuck that. You need to do what you need to do for you. If it feels right for you or to you, then you do that. If it doesn't feel right for you, don't do it. Fuck people. Go within. Check on yourself every day. How am I feeling today? What mood am I in today? If you feel angry, be angry. If you're happy, be happy. These days, my heart is filled with so much joy and pride for myself, because I'm very proud of myself for being strong enough to have a strong sense of self. My mental health is on point. My emotional health is on point. My spiritual health is on point. My physical health is on point. I wake up every day with joy in my heart because I'm alive. I'm breathing. Every minute, every second of the day, someone's taking their last breath. You're still here. So do something with that. Do things that bring you joy on a daily basis. Yes, you're going to backtrack and have PTSD moments and flashbacks, but do yourself a favor and live for today. Time is a commodity. Time is currency more than money. Money can go, but you can't get back yesterday or last week. You can only focus on what's going on today. So if you're a person who's been through domestic violence and you want continuous support, emotional and mental support, I'm here to assist you with that. If you're someone that's just getting out of it, and yes, you've been to therapy, but you feel like you need to be around people who've been there so they can give you different types of tips and strategies and how to execute certain things, you can hit me up for that too. And I'm going to continue to share my story because there's a healing in it. It's freedom when you share your story. It's freedom when you ask for help. And I'm here to help you.